So how are we using AI at Fraction? Well, let's take a look at our startup funnel, and from top to bottom, how are we using it internally or planning to? So I'll be a little transparent here and take you inside what we're up to. So if I start at the top, and I look at marketing. So in marketing, there's so many things you can do. And I'm not really going to mention specific vendors here because frankly, the AI landscape is changing so fast that the specific vendors, they change overnight. But, well, you see this video, right? We AI edit our videos. And so, AI editing of social content is an easy one, right? And there's tons of tools that help with this. And it's not just the initial content itself. It's also being able to repurpose content very quickly. And so you can do a video. I started a video because it's easier actually than writing a blog post. So you do the video, but now you've got a transcript. So taking that and AI repurposing of content. So whereas before that would have been a human effort, repurposing of content to go from video to now blog post, but not just a blog post, you can use lots of the AI presentation generation tools, and you can create a summary or outline of your original transcript or of the blog post and turn that into a presentation. So repurposing content, and that would be, I'll just say PPT for short. So whether it's presentation, whether it's blog, whether it's video, and honestly, you can go in any of these directions. Start from your preferred format and then move into the others. So that's a big one for us. But really the biggest, and this is something that we're doing now in terms of bringing AI in on the marketing side, that's proper lead qualification. Not just lead qualification, but lead enrichment. And so what do I mean by that? So lead qual, but also enrichment. And so what that means is that we're getting leads today as a business from Facebook, from Instagram. We've started up Google Ads. We still have, of course, the content that you see here on LinkedIn and other channels. And frankly, from other sources as well. A lot of those come in. They even come in from our website. We've got our portal where you can actually take a look at talent. And so leads come in organically from our website as well. But one of the first questions is, as we started to grow the volume of leads coming in, well, what's the quality? What's actually worth chasing? And so it's possible to enrich, and get the LinkedIn profile. So using LinkedIn profile info, website, etc., you can actually build out, more information on the lead and whether or not they're worth chasing, because sometimes you can't find any good information. By the way, any of these steps that you want to turn into take a generative AI approach, if a human can't do it to start with, then you probably can't automate it. So all of these things, it's sort of like you pattern out what are the human steps involved, how you would do it if you were, if you're just assigning it to a person, and then you can automate it. And so this very much would be, well, hey, a lead comes in. Is this a good lead? Does it have a real phone number? Is the email address a business address, or is it just a random Gmail or other free account? Can you find a LinkedIn profile of the person? Do they have a real website? So that's all things that you could do manually, and you're just automating that in terms of figuring out if that's a qualified lead. And then the second value add there is, once you have all that information, injecting that into the notes for the salesperson or whoever's getting on that call next, or heck, if it's you as the founder, having all of that handy right before you jump on, because inevitably we're never prepared, well in advance like we should be. It's the last minute thing quite often. And so having that, gets you up to speed right before the call as well. So these are some quick hits on the marketing side, and we'll go into sales next.